Hey everyone, my name is Megan and this is Painted and Distressed. This video is still part of my fall series and it is part of a Pumpkin Palooza collab with some of my friends here on YouTube, and there is a huge giveaway, so make sure you stick around till the end for more details on that because you will not want to miss that. So the theme today is going to be pumpkins, hence the name of the collab Pumpkin Palooza. So we're going to do a lot of pumpkin DIYs today. And this first one, we're going to take these 3 wooden pumpkins from Dollar Tree, and I'm just removing the center pieces of each one. And the first one I am painting, actually using Dollar Tree paint, and it's a really pretty mustard yellow color. That was my cat Alice saying hello. He likes to craft also. And this paint is actually really good. It's an acrylic paint, and it's surprising how well it works. And then this taller one I am painting using Waverly Pumpkin, and it has a little mixture of also some burnt umber from apple barrel paint, just to deepen it up a little bit. And then this third one, if you've been watching my fall series, I have used this blue in, there's Alice again, in a lot of my DIYs. And this is just a Michael's Craft Smart paint. This pretty beautiful blue mixed in with some Waverly ink and apple barrel burnt umber. And then I take this craft stick from Dollar Tree. It's just a piece of wood, but they call it a craft stick. And I stain it using Waverly antiquing wax, and then I take some foam board here and I trace out the middle parts that we removed, and I am just cutting it out using an X-Acto knife. And then I just attached, with a regular glue stick, I just attached some scrapbook paper to each one, and this is the same pack again if you've been watching my series that I've been using. And then I hot glue the two pumpkins on each side to the middle one. And then I take this metal harvest sign from Dollar Tree, and because it's very slick, at first I painted it using Waverly ink, the chalk paint, because I wanted it to be brown, but I didn't have brown chalk paint in front of me, so then I just painted black. And then once that was semi-dry, then I just took apple barrel in burnt umber, and then I painted over that, so it kind of gave it a dirty look. And then I just hot glue the pumpkins to the craft stick or the wood plank, and then the harvest metal sign to all 3 pumpkins. Added some raffia bows and a little tag that said happy, and then this project was done. And let me know what you think. This next project I actually made in a previous video. I will link it down below, but it did not make it in the video, but I did show it finished, if that makes sense. And a lot of you wanted me to show how to make it because I did lose the clips. So anyways, I'm just taking this cloche from Dollar Tree and I am painting it using burnt umber from apple barrel and then Waverly fawn, and I just kind of go back and forth until I get kind of like a wood distressed look on it. This project is so easy. All of these are so simple today. I don't even know if you really call them DIYs because they're so simple. And then I'm just taking a lighter brown just to add a little bit of highlights. And then of course I'm just kind of going back and forth with all 3 of the colors until I get the desired look I'm going for, which is like a rustic wood color in case anybody was curious. And then from this pumpkin pick from Dollar Tree, that's the orange pumpkin. And then the mini pumpkin is from the Dollar Tree pumpkin. These are all from Dollar Tree. And then the white one is also from Dollar Tree. And the stem on the top is from the bottom white one. And then I just add some moss. And I also end up adding some lamb's ear for some added embellishment. And I hot glue everything together. And then this project is done. and I would love to know what you guys think. And I'll definitely be making one for Christmas and maybe Halloween too. They're so fun and so easy to make. So this next project, I'm going to take this fabric that I got from Walmart, and I'm just tracing out a circle, and this particular circle is about 12 inches in diameter because we're going to be making some fabric pumpkins. And these are so easy to make. So once you cut out your circle, then I'm using this thick thread. You can use any, but I like to use this thick thread, and you'll see why in a minute once after we've sewn everything. But it's just an easy in and out, in and out, in and out stitch to basically make the top gathered. Hopefully that makes sense. I just prefer this thicker thread, and I also use a bigger needle as well. I think it's like a doll needle or something like that. I just always use it because it's just easier. And so I'm just going all the way around. And then because I wanted to add some extra weight to this, I actually put this rice is from Dollar Tree, of course, too. And so I just add some rice to the bottom of the pumpkin to fill the entire bottom part. And then I'm just adding some filling. I think it's from a stuffed animal, an old like dog toy, I think, or an old throw pillow. And then I just pull the two from the threads, the two together, so that way it's all gathered on the top. I really hope this is making sense. Feel free to reach out to me if this does not, because I can give you a better explanation. But these are so simple. I mean, from start to finish, 30 minutes tops, and I ended up making like 7 of them with all the different fabrics. So then I take this yarn, and I wanted to add some ribs just to give it a little bit of added detail. And instead of cutting a hole on the bottom, I'm just basically just going from either side and then wrapping the yarn and then flipping it around and doing it again, as you can see here. And then I just tie a knot at the top. And because we're going to be adding a stem, you can't see anything, and it just adds that extra detail. And so I end up using some wine corks, and I'm just cutting them down using my miter shears, which are linked down below. I absolutely love using these in my craft projects. And I end up painting all the stems using burnt umber. And I do distress them just a little bit using some white wax. And then I also add some lamb's ear, as you can see here, and then I hot glue everything together. And this is just a different one that I use. And this is how they turned out. So simple, so cute. And I mean, the sky's the limit of what you can do with these. And they actually have some weight to them too, which is really nice. And I would love to know what you think. This next project, we're going to take these tumbling tower blocks from Dollar Tree, and we're going to make some pumpkins with them. This is another one that's super easy, and I'm sure you've probably seen quite a few YouTubers make them. I've just never made them before, so I really wanted to make them to add to my tiered tray. And so all you have to do is just take 2 tumbling tower blocks on the top, glue them together, and then you glue on, and that's actually 4 on each. You basically have to see what I'm doing. It's a lot easier. And then I left a space in between on the top. And then these little cubes are from Dollar Tree as well that I use for the stem. And I find it easier if I just kind of stacked them up first, so I got an idea of exactly, what I'm doing and how I want them to look. So I just took those 2 there, glued them, and then took the third one and glued it to the front of the 2, right in the middle. And then for the actual middle of the pumpkin, then I just space it out 2 more tumbling tower blocks. And then I just hot glue the little cube on top. And I made 3 of them. And I end up painting them the same color, so I'm using the Dollar Tree paint again. I believe the color is yellow oxide. And then this is the blue. So I'm just painting them the same colors that I painted the first project with. And Dollar Tree, if you cannot find the tumbling tower blocks in your store, they do offer them on their website, and I do have it linked down below in my description box. And they are offering them in lower quantities on their website now, so you can actually buy 3 at a time instead of 24 or 36 or something that they had before. So that's really nice. So then you can buy 3 packs of the 72 count on their website now. And this is how they turned out. And that wagon in the background, I made that in my previous video if you're interested. And this next project, we're going to take this wooden house from Dollar Tree, and I'm just took it apart because it's very hard to measure scrapbook paper any other way I've tried, and so this is how I do it. And I'm just taking this really pretty orange scrapbook paper from Hobby Lobby. It's from a book, a scrapbook paper book. You guys have probably seen me use it several times now. And of course I like to go through and sand around the edges to give it a finished look. And then I decided I wanted this little house to look rustic, of course. And so I'm just taking the Waverly antiquing wax, and I go all the way around the outside and the inside. And then I'm also taking this wooden welcome fall sign, and I'm doing the same thing. And of course I rub off a little bit of the extra, because I still like to see wood grain and stuff too. And then I go through and I add a little white wax to it as well, because I like that look where it gives it more of a rustic look, especially for the fall. I feel like, I don't know, I like the rustic look all year long, but especially a little dirty rustic for the fall. And then I just hot glued everything back together, and then, or the back to the front of the house. And then I'm just taking the welcome fall and hot gluing that inside. And then I take these little mini pumpkins that come in a pack of 4 from Dollar Tree, and they're a little too bright for my taste. So I just take some white wax and I just wax the entire thing. Tried to use my heat gun to speed up the process, but they went everywhere. And then I'm just adding some Spanish moss now to the bottom of it using hot glue. Make sure, if you're going to do this, be extra careful and use a spatula or something, because you will burn yourself and make a huge mess, which, you know, I have a love-hate relationship with Spanish moss. I really like it, but also, it's so messy. And then I'm just highlighting the ribs on the little pumpkins using Waverly antiquing wax. And then now I'm just hot gluing them into our little house. And then I add these little mini sunflowers from Dollar Tree, of course. There's just something about sunflowers, pumpkins, and plaid that just really look good together for the fall. And this is how it turned out. I would love to know what you guys think. Now this one is so simple. I actually did this, I made a strawberry basket in a strawberry themed video, but this is from Dollar Tree. It's a fruit and vegetable basket, and I'm just painting it using Waverly Fawn. And then and that's literally it. And then the clear container that it came in, I use those for my wood beads and other little things, crafting supplies. And I'm taking a blush brush here from Dollar Tree, and then I'm just painting over using white wax just to give it some extra rusticness. And then I'm adding, of course, Spanish moss. And these little tiny plaid pumpkins, or I guess they would be gingham pumpkins, from Dollar Tree that Lynn, my sweet, sweet friend Lynn, with her, and her channel is linked down below. She sent them to me, and I just added a little leather ribbon around the top, and then this project was done as well. All right, guys, we're in the home stretch. This last project, we're going to take these 3 wooden pumpkin signs from Dollar Tree, of course, and I am just giving them a good coat of sanding to get all that glitter. We all know how much I love glitter. That's sarcasm. I do not like glitter. And so I'm just removing all the glitter, and I'm just kind of, and then I'm just distressing all the sides and the stems as well, because I'm still going to use those and I'm not going to paint over them. Surprisingly, I know. And then I just am taking some of this fabric that is also from Walmart that we used in the pumpkins, the fabric pumpkins that we made. And I'm fraying the edges, of course. And this fabric is also from Walmart. And it's also one that we used in the fabric with the fabric pumpkins. And same with this one. Walmart had some of the cutest fabric for fall this year. And then I'm just taking some regular matte Mod Podge and just applying it, making sure to straighten it out using a scraper tool. And then, of course, I give it a good coat on the top as well. And I guess Plaid also, there is also a Mod Podge for fabric, which I've never used before, but I'm interested in trying it out. I'm curious, have any of you guys ever tried the Mod Podge, the fabric Mod Podge before? Because I've always used just the regular and it's worked fine for me on fabric, but I'm curious how well that works. And I also want to take this time to thank each and every one of you for subscribing to my channel and for clicking that like button. It does help my channel get noticed just a little bit more. And we just recently hit 1,000 subscribers. I cannot believe it. But I just want to thank each and every one of you for taking the time out to watch my videos. I really, really sincerely appreciate it. So back to the video, we are going to take these tags that I got from Michael's, and I just painted them using Folk Art Adirondack White. And then using my Cricut, I just cut out Blessed, Thankful, and Grateful. And I also used... I made little bows out of a hula skirt, and then just for a little extra embellishment, I added little buttons. And then now I'm just wrapping the tag. So I put twine, as you can see, with the tag, and then I just wrap it around, and then I added little curly cues, and then this was finished. And I'd love to know what you guys think. Okay, on to the good stuff. So, today I am participating in the Pumpkin Palooza collab with Favi from Arrows DIY, Mary Beth from MB Grade Designs, and Lynn from Hot Mess and Hot Glue. And we are giving away, actually, Surebonder is giving away a cordless Lynn Lily glue gun that you guys see me use all the time, and they are so gracious and going to be sending one lucky subscriber a hot glue gun, and then another, we're going to have 2 winners. So the another winner is going to win all 5 of these Dollar Tree calendars. And so all you need to do is comment on each creator's video, and each one of us is going to have a fall themed emoji. So each one of us will have a different fall themed emoji. So somewhere in my video, I had an emoji pop up, and it will be the same for the other 3 collaborators. And so you'll need to make sure to watch every single video and comment with their corresponding emoji in their comment section as well, and make sure you are subscribed to all of them. And I want to thank Lynn, Mary Beth, and Favi for collabing with me. I had so much fun, and I love you girls so much. And to all of my subscribers, thank you guys so much. I appreciate you guys for taking the time to watch my videos and comment. I read every single one, and I do respond to each and every single one of you. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. And that is all I have for you guys today. Thank you so much once again, and I will catch you on the next one. Bye.